I always wanted to do all of those cool things that you and I see on social media. I wanted to become a YouTuber, a content creator. I wanted to do some kind of drop shipping. Maybe I want to do trading. I want to be famous. But all this time, I was just procrastinating on my phone, scrolling on social media every single day for hours, procrastinating my days off, playing video games, maybe doing all of those bad habits, while at the same time I was doing absolutely nothing to move towards my goals. Like I knew that I wanted, I knew that I wanted to become something better, but at the same time I was doing absolutely nothing. It seemed like I just didn't know how. But only until I actually made this mental change, a change in my thinking that got me to this point where I can create content when I'm in my best shape, when I'm actually almost quit my all the bad habits. And it seemed to me like it was just a small shift in my mindset, in my thinking, but actually it was really, really big. So in this video, I'll explain to you how just one way of thinking can actually help you quit the bad habits, the scrolling, the procrastinating every single day, maybe playing video games or doing the bad habits way, way faster, and actually start doing something really cool. And you will definitely, by watching this video, you will know how. Because you might think, how can I change? How can I do this? Why I am such a loser and how can I change? And I actually was in the same position until I did what I said I would do. And I understood those hows. So a little bit about me and a small story of mine is that a few months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I was in this point where I was doing the bad habits, but at the same time I was doing absolutely nothing. Like probably the smallest thing that I was doing was just read a few books here and there around about finances, maybe around productivity, but I actually did absolutely nothing that I took from the books. So I was just maybe reading something, I did nothing, and I still continued to scroll, to procrastinate, and do nothing. But I was dreaming, I was thinking how I want to be a YouTuber, how I want to earn money, how I want to be a businessman, but I was doing nothing. And it's probably with you, and I can understand how just doing the bad habits feel absolutely horrible, but it's like you just don't know how. You know that you have to quit, you know that you shouldn't scroll that much, but you don't know how. So I tried to quit bad habits with a few different kinds of methods. So I was just trying to tell myself that I shouldn't do this. I maybe watch a motivational podcast, a motivational YouTube video that tells you to, there are top 7 tips why you need to quit social media, why you need to stop scrolling. And at this time I think that yes, I should definitely quit, but it's like it doesn't work. You have the comfort, you still continue to do the bad habit. So this method didn't work. The other method was trying to write every single day that I should stop. And well, it did seem like to work, but deep inside I still come to the bad habits and I can't say that it definitely works. But there was this one shift and one change that actually solved it, everything. A few months ago I started this challenge and you can see that in my previous video. So basically this challenge is just 100 days of me posting a video every single day, like I'm doing right now with a new challenge. And actually, that challenge was something that got me out of the bad habits, that got me into this process of starting something, doing cool activities, starting content creation, playing music that I really love, creating, doing arts, doing extreme sports, and at the same time quitting the bad habits. So this was called mine a challenge, but actually I tried to understand what was behind it. What was one thing that made me actually change? What was this one method that I could put in a sentence and that could change someone's life? And I actually understood what it is. So listen closely. When I did this challenge, I actually had an important why. My important why was that when I started this challenge, when I told myself that every single day from now on I will have to create one video every single day, now I had why. If I don't commit myself for 10 days, for 20 days in a row, making videos, creating something, becoming better every single day, quitting my bad habits, I will never reach my dream. I will forever prove myself that I'm a loser, I can't do anything, and I will never become a content creator. And that actually worked. And I explained that in my previous video about how to set a challenge, how a challenge actually changed me. But long story short is that when I made this challenge and I got this why, I had to do this challenge because I either become a content creator, I will become someone that tries to do something, I will try to quit my bad habits, or I will stay in the same place doing absolutely nothing all day, telling myself that I'm actually working, but I'm just watching motivational videos, I'm consuming content, I'm reading books, but I'm doing nothing. So the rule here is having a strong why will solve absolutely all your hows. How can I change? How can I do this? How can I start content creation? How can I quit my bad habits? How can I start a new hobby? When you have a serious why you're doing something, why you're moving, why you're going to school, why you are waking up every single day. When you have this one strong why, you actually solve all the hows. And you know, I can tell this from my personal experience. So my first why that made me change and that made me start content creation was actually that I either start and do this or I never become a content creator. So that was one why, and it was strong enough to start, to get me into content creation, to start rolling, to start to live a kind of different life. And in those 90 days of challenge, I actually changed. But this was for that moment. And it actually wasn't that strong of a why that could get me further away. So that's why only recently I realized that I need a new why. And you know, that why can be something that it can not just be money. So for example, you need money and you know, everyone needs that, you see that on social media, but it can actually be more. It's that you want to travel, you want to maybe provide for your family, maybe you want to start studying better. Maybe your why is that you want to live a financially free life, or you want to have some kind of impact on other people, like I'm trying, and that's why I'm trying to build a YouTube channel. So having a kind of why will solve your house, because you know, when you have a really strong idea of what you need to do, why you are doing something, all the hows solve by themselves. So for example, when I wanted to get into content creation and I finally told myself that I have to do this, I have to do this challenge, you know, I had all those different kinds of how that I need to discover. So I didn't know how to edit, I didn't know how to post videos, I did not know how to script videos, I did not know how to actually speak in front of a camera, because never in my life have I spoken aloud in my room alone into a metal box. Never. And you know, it's quite hard to understand how actually you start something new that you don't know at all, or how can you quit the bad habits when you just was scrolling your life away for years. And it's that when you have this why, and when I said to myself that I have to create content or else I don't start any content creation or any change, all the hows solved, because I was just focused on that one why. That one why was I have to become a content creator. One way or another way I will do that, and I did that through my challenge. And every single day when I was thinking about how can I make this video, at the same time I was actually adjusting all the things in my daily life, in my schedule, in my routine, to actually make that video and move towards my goals. So this is really powerful, and you can try to understand that, and I will give you another example so you could better understand it. So basically what it means is that right now, for example, my why could be that right now I'm posting videos every single day because I want to actually find who I am. I want to find my authentic voice, to find my authentic self, and from there I will know exactly what I need to create. I will be able to express myself fully. I will be able to motivate other people, because this is really important to me. It's important to me to find myself and to find what I like, what I don't like. So this is my why. Your why can be completely different. It matters completely to you. So for example, what this does. When I set for myself my why that I have to make a video every single day to get to this point, to maybe live a financially free life, or maybe to find a really meaningful hobby that I really like to do, I actually start unconsciously to make small changes in my routine. So for example, this is again the same example with content creation because my why is the same. So I I'm doing this challenge again to make videos every single day. So how I am aligning all of those things. So instead of now every single day when I wake up and before I go to school, instead of doing my small homework that don't really matter, instead of I try to script my videos. Maybe when I get back from home, and if I used to just get back from school tired, scroll on my phone, right now because I have this one very strong and clear why, and I actually know that I have to make it a video, instead maybe I'm editing the video, maybe I'm trying to search for new ideas, maybe I'm looking at my old videos and trying to understand what can I improve. This idea of having a strong why actually solved my house. It's no, I'm not consciously asking myself, how can I quit this bad habit? Because when I was trying to do that, when I was just constantly saying to myself, writing in my journal that I do every single day, and you can check my free YouTube link and my free YouTube tutorial how to journal. So I was asking myself every single day, how can I quit scrolling on my phone? And well, that didn't work because I didn't quit. I would still find it too easy for me to scroll. But when I got this why, the strong why that I need to make videos, the scrolling just disappeared unconsciously. Because unconsciously I was trying to do everything to just do my one thing that moves me towards my why. So my most important action was to make a video. I would make that video and then I would move towards my goal. And I did absolutely anything needed to make that video every single day. So there can be other examples of your why, and it could be, for example, that you want to have more friends, or maybe you want to maybe you want to finish your school really great, because then you will move to your dream country, maybe you will move to your dream university, you will do your dream career or your some kind of passions. So you know that your why is all this lifestyle that you will get because of studying. So now you solve pretty much all the hows. How can I do my homework better? How can I study better? How can I stay more accountable? By knowing your exact why, you are doing this to find your passion, or you are doing this to move into your dream country, or you are doing this to move into your dream career. Maybe you want to find yourself, maybe you want to get into content creation, and your main why is that you want to become a content creator, and this way you will motivate other people, this way you will earn a living. So this why actually solves your house. So with the bad habits, with the new hobbies that you want, you always are thinking in this way that you are a complete beginner, you don't know what to do, and therefore you choose to procrastinate. You choose to scroll because you just don't know how. But in reality, all those how actually solve through practice, and it solves unconsciously. You are just going through your day by following your why, and then you automatically find your answers, because that is what your unconscious mind is looking for. It's looking for absolutely every action that you can do to move towards your why. Something to do that moves you towards your dream outcome, your dream goal, and that's how you actually solve the bad habits. You don't solve the bad habits by just saying to yourself that you need to quit, that you will quit today, that you will set a goal for the year to not open social media, to not play video games, but that doesn't work. And you know that it doesn't work because you've seen that yourself. I know that it doesn't work because for months, for 4 months, I was just going in circles trying to quit the bad habits, but nothing worked. Nothing worked, and again, I thought about that I'm just a beginner. I thought that I don't know how to do this, how to do that, but actually, it wasn't that I didn't know how to do this, because, well, you watch a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I watch a lot of tutorials. As I said, I read books, and it wasn't that I actually don't know how. And I can guarantee you that you exactly know how you can do one thing or another thing. Maybe how can you start filming videos. You already know how you can study better. But it's that you don't have this why. You don't understand why you need to do something. And I can tell you that this why can actually be a negative why. It it can be something like not just that you will live financially free, or you will know your passions, or you will be a very good student, but it can actually be a negative why. And you can try to think of the life that you don't want to live. So for example, you probably understand that if you continue to scroll on social media, you will end up absolutely nothing. And I can guarantee you that you won't start that business that you want to start, you won't start doing the hobby that you want, you won't get better at the sport that you are doing, you won't start doing bodyweight exercises, you won't get a better physique, and you know that. And this can actually be your why, and you can actually think of the life that whenever you open your phone, you will exactly know that you have to stop, because you know that if I don't stop, I will end up here and there. I will end up in this bad place, I will end up in the same place, doing absolutely nothing, not getting better, and this can actually be your why. So, to sum up my video, you have to understand that to quit the bad habits or to start a new habit, it's not that you actually don't know how to do that. You know how to quit scrolling, you know how to start your recording videos, you know how to seek for others' help, you know that. But it's just that you don't have a specific why. And that why can be two different types. It can be a positive why. Maybe you want to get in the best shape possible. You want to finish a school really, really great, so then your parents are proud, so then you find your dream career, you move to your dream country, you do your most fun activity. Or it can be a negative why, when you know that if you continue the bad habits, if you continue to not change, you will end up in this really bad place, you won't be able to achieve anything, and is that you will always continue to fail, procrastinate, scroll. So, my name is Paul, I post every single day, and if you want, you can join. Top link in the description, where we have a really great community where I can help you, others can help you, like-minded people. So feel free to join, and see you tomorrow.